All right, so my question reads, Julian has a 1-gallon watering can that is full of water. She uses 3/8 gallons to water her roses and 1/3 gallon to water her geraniums. So how much water did Julian use to water both the roses and the geraniums? So the first step that I need to do is to draw 2 rectangles. I'm going to draw 2 rectangles. And as you can see down in the bottom of the screen, I also have the anchor chart that goes with it. So I'm going to draw 2 rectangles. And for today, I'm going to use the color black. And I'm just going to trace over the rectangles that are already there because I want them to be as equal as possible. Next, I'm going to set up my 2 fractions. And the first fraction is 3/8. That's how much water Julian is going to use to water her roses, plus 1/3 gallon. That's how much she used to water her geraniums. Step 2 says to split the first shape, and the first shape is the shape that's on the left. To split the first shape, to show the denominator by drawing a vertical line. And a vertical line is an up and down line. So since the first fraction denominator is 8, I'm going to split the first shape into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 7, 8. And then I'm going to pick another color. Well, hold on. We're going to move on to that part next. I want to split the second fraction or show the second fraction next. So to show the second fraction, I'm going to split the second rectangle to show that denominator by drawing lines horizontally, and that's left to right. So there's 3 parts because my denominator is 3. So I'm going to split 3 ways going from left to right. And I love how Spiro is doing it on his paper as I'm doing it because he wants to make connections. And I see Tymaine as well, so I'm going to go ahead and give them some PBIS points. They're already on the ball and ready to learn, so that's 3 points each. I appreciate that you guys are doing that. So then step 4 says to divide the first box, to shade. I need to shade. So there are 3 whole parts that need to be shaded for the first shape because my numerator is a 3. And remember, I told you guys when we did hundreds grids that I don't like to get all caught up in being exact, but I need to make it at least look like, because I want to save time, I need to make it look as close as possible to what I need. Okay. And then for the second fraction, I need to shade in 1/3, and I'm going to pick a second color. And I'm just going to shade 1/3, and it doesn't matter. I usually like to go with the top or the bottom. Oh, I hear lots of shading. That's awesome, guys. I love it. It's showing that we want to learn. And I'm taking notes and noting down PBIS points at the same time. So now, to see my new denominator, guys, I need to make my first shape look like my second shape. So I drew 2 lines going from left to right, horizontal lines, to split my second shape. So I'm going to draw 2 lines going across. And I'm going to go back to my black. One. There we go. Seesaw tools are so friendly. 2. And I'm also going to make my parts look the same again. So now whatever I did to the first shape, the same way when I'm using multiples, if I multiply the number by the numerator and multiply by the denominator, the same way I made my first shape look like my second shape, I have to now make the second shape look like the first shape. And remember, I drew 2 vertical lines. No, 8 lines. I'm sorry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 8 parts. That's 3 parts, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6, and 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm ready to look at both of my shapes and see how many total parts they have, because that number is now going to be my common denominator. So, who wants to help me out with that? Who can help me out and look at the screen and tell me how many parts do you see, or how many parts do you have on your paper? Spiro, how many do you have in any one shape? And we should have the same number in both because we're creating equal shapes. Yeah, you can point to the screen and count. No, count all of them. You have to count all of the shapes, even the ones that are not shaded in, to get your denominator. Count all of them. I love how it's take. How many? How many in the first one? Not how many total. How many was in the first one? Dayla, I see your hand is up. Did you have a response you wanted to share? Not the number that's shaded. How many, Spiro? 24. 24. Now, you should also have 24 in the second shape. That lets you know that that is your new denominator. That is your common denominator. So you're going to come down to the bottom. Well, I'm going to come down to the bottom and create 2 fraction bars with a plus sign in between. And I'm going to insert 24 as my new denominator. Now, to get my 2 numerators, what do you think I'm going to do to get my 2 numerators? Count the ones that are shaded in. So the ones that are shaded in green are going to be my first denominator. And then the ones that are shaded in blue are going to be my second, not denominator, numerator, the number that goes on top. So how many are shaded in on the first shape? Spiro says 9. Who can tell me how many are shaded in on the second shape? Giovanni. 8. Now, all I need to do, guys, to add now is add the 2 numbers together in the numerator. What's my new numerator? Alexis? 17. And what's my denominator? 24. Awesome. So I'm going to circle that because that is my final answer, but it can also be reduced potentially be reduced. But that's something that I want to save for another lesson. Why don't we try one together? Do you want to try one together? All right, so log into Seesaw. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this strategy video.